Well, hello and welcome to this midday market mood check with me, Nandita, Khemka, and my colleague Yatin, Mota. Well, Yatin, a sigh of relief after a couple of days of heavy selling. So the Nifty is back above that 17,000 mark. In fact, the Sensex is also doing pretty well, up about 240 points or thereabouts. What's doing well is, of course, the energy basket. And the banking pack is also making a comeback after the kind of grubbing that we've seen in recent times. Let's talk about Reliance Industries. That's the big one. That is among the top Nifty gainers. Today, CLSA has come out with a report and it says that it is a good bargain buy at current levels. Remember, yesterday the stock had hit a 19-month low. But CLSA is saying that it sees a 35% upside on the stock, and it may in fact be a good time to buy into this stock. Aside of that, HDFC Life, that was also the top gainer on the Nifty. A few days ago, I remember I read a Morgan Stanley report where it said that there is a 55% upside. It expects a 55% upside on the stock. So these two counters are among the top gainers. And of course, we also have the government slashing the windfall tax on crude oil production. That is aiding sentiment for Reliance Industries, ONGC and the likes. Also prudent to talk about the city gas companies, IGL, Mahanagar Gas. These companies are doing pretty well today because CLSA believes that the regulatory regime will become more favourable from April for these companies, and pricing power may return to these city gas companies. And on the back of that, the stocks are doing pretty well in today's session. Aside of that, among the top Nifty losers, we have these FMCG names that have once again come under pressure. ITC, HUL, Britannia, all these companies. Even the technology pack was under pressure, and Tech Mahindra was one of the losers when I checked last. Yatin, what about the mid and small cap indices? Any top movers there? And also talk about the advanced decline ratio in today's session.
Yeah, so if you look at the markets, yes, they are doing well. Advanced decline ratio almost 2:1. So 2 advances for every 1 decline. The markets have come off the day's high, but yes, we are trading with some positive bias. With the fact that yesterday the Dow Jones ended more than 1% higher. Today also the Asian markets are doing well. So in tandem with the global markets, we are moving into the positive territory. As far as mid caps are concerned, we have SW Solar, and ever since they have won the Maharashtra and Gujarat projects from various PSUs, the stock has been gaining momentum. In fact, the latest order has come in from NTPC for the Gujarat project worth over 2,000 crores, and that stock is doing well, almost 7% up. Catholic Syrian Bank, CSB Bank, which is the Prem Vatsa owned company, that stock is up 6% after many trading sessions of losses. Aarti Drugs, Welspun India are the other stocks which are doing well in trade. What's not doing well is GAIL. Obviously, that stock is 5% down. There is a dividend adjustment, obviously, to that. Today, we'll also watch out for Vedanta because Hindustan Zinc board meets later in the day to finalize the interim dividend and the final dividend for the year, if any. So watch out for that one, because usually in the month of March we see hefty dividends being paid by Hindustan Zinc, and because Vedanta is a promoter entity of Hindustan Zinc, that is also one stock we'll be watching out for. As Nandita was mentioning, Reliance Industries is the top gainer, almost 3% up. ICICI Bank is doing well, 1% up. But yes, we have the likes of SBI, HDFC Bank, which are almost flat in trade, not really contributing to the market gain. Infosys, TCS are the other heavyweights which have really not moved in trade today. In fact, Infosys and TCS, both stocks are down 1% each. Hitting 52-week high today is the likes of Siemens, KPIT Technologies and Godrej Consumer Products. But surprisingly, Biocon, after that big block deal, that stock is collapsed. Intraday was down 5%. Right now also, that stock is down 2% at multi-year lows. And so is the case with the likes of Emphasis, CSE, Sun Pharma Advance, Uflex, Tanla Solutions. A whole host of these companies are hitting new lows. So the market is mixed, and there is stock-specific action for the trade today.
Right, stock-specific actions. I want to also point out a few other stocks. Phoenix Mills, that was in news today because Motilal Oswal has initiated coverage with a buy rating and sees a 31% upside on the stock. Let's also talk about some fund action. UTI AMC, that was one counter that was surging after, Fast MF has picked up over 1 million shares in a block deal. Yesterday, you reported about HDFC AMC block deal, right? So GQG partners are believed to have exited their stake. And even in PVR, that stock is up today, despite the fact that Warburg Pincus has exited its 2.5% stake in the company. As you mentioned, of course, Hindustan Zinc will be in focus. the board meets today to decide its final dividend for the year. So these are some of the stocks. Also, Airtel has come out with a new plan. To give stiff competition to Jio, right? So it has come out with a plan of, I think it's somewhere around 599 for one family pack with one SIM card. Earlier it had come out with a 999 plan with 4 SIM cards. So this is one stock that is in focus on the back of the new offering. And aside of that, Yatin, of course, today the mood will be a little cautious still, given the fact that the Fed meet is starting or kick starting today, and the outcome will be coming out later Wednesday night, and so we will be reacting to it on Thursday morning. But of course, the chances are, or in fact the hopes are, that the Fed will raise rates by 25 basis points, even though a few are still batting for a pause in the light of the kind of banking failures that we've seen in the US over the last couple of weeks. So mood will be cautious. Even if we manage to hold on to gains today, who knows what will happen tomorrow. Given the fact that obviously US markets will be trading tonight, and we'll get cues from there tomorrow morning as well. Well, with that, I think we've covered the most of the stocks that are buzzing in trade today, and of course we'll be watching out for how trade pans out in the second half of the session. Yatin will be back with the closing bell with Santo at 3:30 p.m. So don't forget to tune in for that, and for all your other news and updates, stay tuned to Money Control.